ready for football as the Bengals get set to do battle with the Cleveland Browns.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Dobbs. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's 2nd down.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
Another try after the first down sack. Dobbs, he'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
He completes it to Boyd. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
It's a net of 40 there, a punt of 48, and a return of 8. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Now the 3rd leading rusher among rookies last year, it's Nick Chubb. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing, Mayfield. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Check nickel.
Mayfield looks to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field, into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Williams. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
This is Joe Mixon, 4th in the NFL in rushing last season. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from Alabama, Mack Wilson. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darqueze Dennard. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward. I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Let's go now. 51-60 out low. All right, G. All right, G. Tie that left. Tie that left. Four there. Alert.
Back to throw Dobbs. He's got his man here. It's Green. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A Bengal first down on a 16-yard pickup there.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
51. It's our time. It's our time.
Dobbs looking to throw on first down. He'll take a shot for the end zone. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. On second and 10. Dobbs. He gets this one to Boyd. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
Don't get nervous.
From the shotgun, here's Dobbs. Dumps it off to Mixon. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Dobbs is throwing. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
I got it. Watch 20, seal that.
On first down, Dobbs to throw. He's going to let it go deep for the Greens. Open, and he's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A.J. Green, his 17th touchdown now on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point up and good by Bullock, and it's now a 7-0 game. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started, and it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with...
And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. Picked off by the Alabama man, Dre Kirkpatrick.
The Bengals take over first and 10.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Dobbs. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Let's put him on the bus.
Out of the gun, Dobbs. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from Alabama, Mack Wilson. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns.
Interception, baby. All day.
So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it. went the other direction. Excellent blocking and picked up a touchdown.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Let's go, D.
Mixon gets the nod to start the drive. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
How about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield and spills the play.
And he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that. Now after the loss, they come up 2nd and 11 from the 19-yard line. Now Joe Mixon. Big hold of the 30. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. The 30. 10, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon, 81 yards, and the Bengals have taken the lead.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
13 yards.
Mike,
First down.
let's go, D. It's going to be a long day offense. It's going to be a
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. Big Andrew Billings there on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Geno Atkins in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack.
Sponge. Check. Alert.
3rd and long for Mayfield. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Carl Lawson in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. That punt returns 66 yards, and it goes the distance. And the Bengals strike quickly here for 6 points. Bullock good on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. From the 29, Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that's caught inside the 30. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards. Baker Mayfield, in all likelihood, is going to be seeing a lot of these Cincinnati Bengals in the coming years, twice a season. And he got off to a great start last year as a rookie against Cincinnati. 7 touchdown passes, no interceptions, and 2 wins. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 22. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Escaping the pressure right. Airing one out for Boyd. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
To throw is Dobbs. And oh, look at that, a diving catch.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive. 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a 1st down.
1st down saves them from a 3 and out. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Dobbs. Airing one out for Boyd. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. From the gun, Dobbs. And able to find Green. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may...
Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. He's at the 30, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his 25th touchdown. Tying him at Smith for the 5th most in one season, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point right down the middle, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. From the 35 on 2nd down, Dobbs airing one out for Boyd. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Tyler Boyd, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals strike quickly here for 6 points. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the lead now up to 14. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50. There we go. Bravo. Mike's 50.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point splits the uprights, and they're within 7 now at 28-21. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first. Half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Dobbs. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
And this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Greedy Williams, the rookie from LSU. The Browns drive about to get started. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Final play of the half, Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
A first down throw for Mayfield. It's caught by OBJ. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Mayfield hands to Chubb on the draw. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
Here we go.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And down to the 29-yard line. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
First down, Mayfield. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Antonio Callaway, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
Hey, 180! Hey, alert!
Mayfield. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Antonio Callaway with touchdown number 7 on the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Point after, right down the middle. And we are all tied at 28. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The Bengals drive about to get going. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. Mixon with a first down carry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the Browns' 36-yard line.
Check 31, check 31.
From the gun to give to Mixon. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up.
No gain on the play. Leads to 3rd and 11.
Zoom. Check 60 out low. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up.
On 3rd down, Dobbs is going to let this one go deep. And this is caught inside the 5. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
Check, crunch.
Mixon trying to punch it in. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Bullock good on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Run. Pistol. 13. Hey, Foxtrot. Check. Showing it.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 24. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10.
On 1st down, Ross. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. And the Bengals on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and forever. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. 9 yards on the carry, but it's going to lead to a 4th down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
The Browns drive about to get started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Baker Mayfield, as a rookie, 3 times he led the Browns back to victory in the fourth quarter. What can he do here in year number 2? And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 38. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. And the big boy, dare I say, he showed some athleticism there.
Oh, without a doubt. And you know what else we saw on that play? Why they do more and more ball drills in practice. They want everyone proficient with catching the football and being comfortable because you never know when a big play like this will happen for a big man.
Now, post-game locker room, does he get an extra drumstick?
Hey, he was going to get that anyway. He may get the whole spread now.
Yeah, put some gravy on there. The Browns drive about to get started. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Mayfield to throw it this time. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carlos Dunlap, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Mayfield and this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack.
Single. Hurry. Hey, minus 50. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We take one time.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Carl Lawson, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Get him. Jump. Alert.
And now we're going to get a delay of game. And that's going to back him up halfway. They're inching closer and closer here to the wrong goal line.
When you're backed up like that, all you're trying to do is make sure you don't give up a big play, right? You don't miss an assignment that really gets you into more trouble.
Here's Jamie Gillen now. Remember, his first attempt was returned for a touchdown. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Now here's Ross. Oh, he nearly broke that one. As it stands, though, a heck of a 36-yard run back. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position. On 1st and 10, Downs. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Sione Takitaki in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for it. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. He'll let this go end zone for Green. Green's open, and he's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A.J. Green, his 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. This is taken at his 4. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The Browns drive about to get started. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
They go play action. Mayfield rolling to his right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
Hey.
And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. He'll get 8 on the keeper there. It'll be second and a couple. Now this time he'll look to throw. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to bring up a third down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. This is the tight end, Njoku. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it first and goal as they look to punch in a late score. To throw, Mayfield. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Carl Lawson, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. After the sack on first down, Mayfield flush to his right. He'll try and... Now Mayfield lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be fourth and goal. Maybe one final chance here to make this a bit more respectable as he'll go for it on fourth and goal. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. They're turned away on fourth and goal. And the Bengals are going to get the football back.
51, Mike. Mike 51. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Mike 51.
To throw from his end zone. Dobbs under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender.
Oh.
To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
That's a lot of points. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. Chubb on first down, no room to roam as he struggles just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day, all day. Real. Here we go. Watch out!
Working out of the gun, Mayfield gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on third down. Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. Right there on the coverage was the safety, Jesse Bates.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl-type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
Point it right. Check, 59. 6-6, pull it high. Here we go. Switch. Hey, high 7.
Now Mayfield on 4th down. That's to his running back, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Let's get that ball, D.
One last shot from Mayfield here. He finds his target, Beckham. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Cincinnati, they've indeed run the table here on the regular season. They finish a perfect 16-0, joining the 07 Pats and the 72.